Hi. Okay, cool. Well, good to get a win. It was not always pretty and a little bit more difficult maybe than it should have been, but hard to win on the road, and particularly when you have some of the stuff that happened to you happen to us tonight. Had some opportunities to kind of pull away offensively and just had a hard time getting the ball in the end zone in certain situations. But man, our defense played lights out. Got to give Coach Gillespie and the entire defensive coaching staff and players and a ton of credit, man. They played really, really good. Not giving up a touchdown against a team with that kind of explosive players on it. It's a real credit to those guys. I'm really proud of them. Thought they played really, really hard. Thought they played really physical. Obviously, our coverage units had been really good, and we gave a kick return touchdown and one pass midfield. So there's some things we got to get fixed with that. Obviously, missed an extra point, but a lot of corrections we can make. A lot of corrections we're going to have to make to, be competitive in the Big 12. But we'll take a road win anytime we can get one. And it's good to be 1-0 in the Big 12. And I thought Houston's got a good football team. I mean, they're going to win a bunch of games, and I thought our guys played well.
That pressure from the defense coach, getting to the quarterback, was big tonight. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. It's that group's really playing good. I mean, it's a lot of young players. I mean, you look up there and Dom seems like he's been here forever, but like he's 19 years old, and, or maybe 18 years old. Maybe just turned 19. But we're young. That group, Paul's really starting to do some good things. It's good to see us get pressure. We rushed 3 and got pressure at times, which we haven't done consistently up until this point. I thought I was encouraged by that. We got off the field on third down. I was very encouraged by that. It's been an issue for us. We didn't do a great job of it early in the game, but I thought as the game went on, we got off the field more on third down defensively. Had the 2 big fourth down stops. I mean, those were huge plays in the ball game. 2 fourth and short plays. So anyway, the turnovers were obviously very important as well. But Bud made a heck of a play on that interception, and then Archie to get that one at the end was awesome too. Just glad to see him get one, and it's good when we were able to put some young players in at the end. And I thought they held up pretty well. So, I think our ability to pressure the quarterback all night, made a difference. I think it made him a little uncertain and a little less productive probably than he would be.
You mentioned on the offensive side of the ball there were some challenges from the 30 in tonight. Yeah. What would you attribute that to? Is that
I don't know. I mean, it just seemed like there was something. I mean, early on it was penalties. You look at the drives in the first half, and we get the opening kickoff and we go down the field. It's the best drive probably we've had all year. It's certainly the best opening drive. It just looked like we're supposed to look. We'll play fast, and then we get a series of penalties that set us back. We get a holding penalty, and we get a blocking the back penalty or a crackback block penalty. Then we get the turnover. It just seemed like we were shooting ourselves in the foot. We did a better job sustaining drives. We were backed up a lot in the second half and had 2 long drives from inside our own 5-yard line. That were important just to flip the field and keep the defense off the field. We just got to execute better. I mean, I think that's the one thing that if you say how we've been so far, I'd say a little unsettled. And I think we took a step in the right direction, getting more settled. We're just still making a lot of mistakes. I thought Chandler played excellent. We go back and he converted runs on third down when he had to, big runs. Thought he threw the ball well. He's learning. You know what I mean? I think the great thing is he'll come over the sideline and he'll say, I should have done this, or I should have done that, or I should have done this. And you want to see your quarterback start to learn those things and be able to recognize them in game. And so I think he made a bunch of plays for us tonight. And I think he's, gets better and better and has a chance to be a really good football player.
How big was it to be a safety?
It was important. It was really important for us tonight to get him involved. He's kind of had some misfortune. He's been banged up and just different things. And so it was big for us today. He needs to needs to be that guy that we can count on to make those big conversions when we need them, those big plays. And he did it tonight. He made a couple of heck of catches, and we've got to continue to do a good job getting the ball down the field. And he's the guy that can make plays on the football when we give him opportunities to do it. And it's good to see him back. I think he'll get better. I think he'll play better next week, and we're going to have to. Jalen Robinson, I thought, really played well. We had some guys banged up. Brandon Coleman, I didn't think Brandon would play, and he fought through it. I didn't think Jared Wiley would play. He fought through it. I was really concerned Monty might not play. He fought through it. We had some guys that were really tough in battle for us. And they were really unselfish, and it was good to see that. If you look at the stats, you would think it would be a different game. With obviously the kick return, the 2 kick returns hurt us, but and the turnovers are just missed opportunities. But we moved the ball well. I thought we strung drives together, and I was really proud of the guys.
Coach, you talked about Amani. He seems like he's going to force y'all's hand to keep him out there on the field for a long time.
No, he's just so productive. You know what I mean? Every time he gets the ball, it's positive yards, and he finishes runs, and he's got an ability to scoot out of stuff, and he's obviously really good in the open field. It's close to breaking a couple of long ones, I thought, today, and Houston got him on the ground, to their credit. But, he's just a really productive player, and he's just playing at a really high level for us right now.
6 of 15 on 3rd down tonight. Is that
yeah,
closer?
Still an issue. Yeah, it's still an issue. We got to get better, and that's, again, you look at it and we got to go and study it, but I don't know how many of those were 3rd and long. It seems like we have not been very good in 3rd and long. Nobody's very good in 3rd and long. We got to do a better job of staying on schedule. And those penalties are what kill us. And all of a sudden you look up, it's 1st and 20 or 1st and 25, or 2nd and 20 or 2nd and 25, and that's hard to overcome. And all of a sudden, when you get 10 or 12 yards, you look at 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 13, and those are hard to convert. So we just got to do a better job of staying on schedule, less penalties, take better care of the ball, and as I said, we're going to have to do that.
Anything else for Coach?
Based on the performance tonight, where do you think that U of H adds to the Big 12?
Well, look, number one, this is it's a school that's got tremendous potential. You know what I mean? It's the only school in this part of Texas, in the city of Houston, in the Big 12. You go and you look at the history. Go back and look at Houston in the 70s when they entered the Southwest Conference, and I think they won the league the very first year they were in the league. And so it just shows you what this team's capable of. Dana will do a great job. Dana's the right guy for this program, and he'll get it going. And I think physically we might have been a little step ahead of those guys, but they got a good team, and they got some really good skill players. Got some great offensive linemen, a lot of speed. And that's a good football team. And I thought the quarterback, hung in there. He was pressured a lot. I thought he hung in there. And I think Houston's going to be a handful, moving forward. I just think it's got that kind of potential.
We'll go one more if you have it.